Hey y'all, Erin here. I'm back for another homeschooling update video. So today I'm going to be covering our second and third months of school. So that would be October and November for us. And we use My Father's World. So I'm going to jump right in. So if you're new here, I'm a homeschool mama to 3 kiddos. I have an 8-year-old, a 5-year-old, and a 3-year-old. And for my 8-year-old, we use My Father's World, Exploring Countries and Cultures. Love this program. The first thing I'm going to talk about is their Bible resources. The first one is called Window on the World. We use this every Monday and love this book so much because it talks about so many different things that I was not even aware of, so many different countries that I haven't even heard of. And they talk specifically about how you can pray for them. So I love this book. The next one we're going to talk about is called Hero Tales. Usually they'll sprinkle this throughout the rest of the week, here and there, and it's always great stories as well. The third one is called Kingdom Tales, and this is an allegory. So it is fictionalized characters based on the Bible, and very powerful, very, very powerful. Love it. Okay, so I've already talked to you about loving the Bible resources. This year for My Father's World, Exploring Countries and Cultures, they use missionary stories as the read aloud. So our first one was Nate Saint, and his story takes place in the United States, a little bit in Mexico, and then he ends up in Ecuador. So I can see why they started out with this one. I love these stories because I just don't think I would have read it otherwise if they hadn't included it. Very powerful. He was a pilot and a airplane mechanic, which I love because it shows that no matter what you're passionate about and no matter what your gifting is, God can use it for His kingdom and glory. Very powerful story. Definitely recommend it if you have not read it yet. Amazing. The one we are reading right now is called George Mueller, and he was a bit of a bad boy, but we're in our Europe study right now, but he was born in Germany, and he got called to be a missionary in England. So no matter what your past is or what you've done or what you've said or anything, God can use you for His kingdom and for His glory, and I love that powerful message that we're getting from these stories. So love the Bible, love the read alouds. Going into math now. For math, we are using The Good and the Beautiful Level 3. This book goes so perfectly with Exploring Countries and Cultures because it uses a lot of geography in the math, which I would have never expected, but Timothy and I are both enjoying this greatly. For language lessons, we are using these two resources. For this one, a lot of poetry, narration, dictation, picture studies, copy work, and grammar, all sorts of things in here, and it's just working well for us. For handwriting, this was kind of a surprise to me, but Timothy is loving cursive, and he is loving this workbook, so it's working great for us. For science, probably my favorite thing about science this year is how well the science and geography flows together. So we're using these 3 books right here. Mostly our primary book is Properties of Ecosystems, which has a Christian worldview. Each ecosystem that we're learning about is where the country we're studying, so it fits perfectly. Then we also do the Living World Encyclopedia, which fits so well together, and then the Complete Book of Animals. So we're using this one a little bit less, but still sometimes when I'm reading the science lesson, I will find like a coloring page or an activity page that he can work on while I'm reading, or we'll read about an animal from that ecosystem. So it's been working out really well. So I love our science this year. For geography, we are doing the Children's Atlas of God's World, and this book has been just a beautiful resource. The pictures are awesome, and the way it's laid out is Monday we will do like the passport, which I'll talk about in just a minute, and then on Tuesday we'll read 2 pages and fill out some information. Wednesday we'll read some more of the pages and then fill out some information. And then the second week will be spent on, because you're in the country you're learning about for 2 weeks, the second week you'll be learning like additional things like the language and the food and different things about the culture or things that they do in that country. Okay, so one of the favorite parts is the passport. So what we do for the passport is the Monday that we're flying into the country, I set up 4 chairs in the other room. And again, my kids are 8, 5, and 3, but they all love it. We set up some chairs. I put passports on their seats. We pretend like we're in a plane, and then so like we're leaving, Mexico, and then we're flying to Europe, and so you want to buy Mexico, and okay, what do we see out the windows? Oh, I see the ocean. Oh, I see a whale. Oh, I see this, and so the kids have fun with that. And then we land the plane, and then we get out. We go to customs, and then the kids will put their sticker in there, and then we go and exchange money. So for each country, my Father's World includes a little kit where you could give them money. So what I usually do is I've just kind of printed them out, or I've cut them out the night before, so I have the money ready, and then we'll exchange it and talk about how the money is different. And then I just keep all the money aside, and then we can look at them whenever we want to. All right, that's it for my 3rd grader for exploring countries and cultures. Moving on to my daughter, Evie, who's 5, and we're doing the kindergarten program. So for kindergarten, it's the My Father's World, God's creation from A to Z. And one of the things that for me has been interesting is I did this 3 years ago with my son, Timothy. So I created a little picture memory book for him, and it's helpful for me because I flip through there and be like, oh yeah, I did that book, or oh yeah, I did that activity. So I use that as a resource for myself. But one of the biggest things that I did differently is for Timothy, we did badges where I would do the badge of the week, and then I laminate them and I put the badges around his bulletin board to see them. So for Evie, we're doing a book. And so we put her badges in here with a little concept, like the apple one, if I stay in Jesus, I will have much fruit. A is for apple. And this has just gone really well for her. She's been enjoying doing it like this. And I just let her color it, and any way she wants to color it is fine because she's 5. And then this is just a cute little memory for us. Now, I am also doing pictures throughout the week so that I can create a memory book for her as well. So on Monday, we start out with this book. This is so key to the curriculum. God's Amazing World from Apples to Zebras. This has the topic that we're going to be learning throughout the week. Monday, we do the picture cards where we cut and paste. And then there is a lot of value I'm noticing to this because kindergarten, those skills of cutting, coloring, and pasting is so imperative to get that foundation at a young age. And so we do that on Monday. Then Tuesday, we'll do like handwriting and sound discrimination. Wednesday, we'll do a math page in her badge. And then throughout the rest of the week, there's other activities and books. There's always a book of the week, and then that's my favorite part, is the books, of course. So then I find lots of other books that are fun to read too. And then for Evie, we're also going through the Bob books, and she's enjoying recognizing words that she can read, and also starting to blend those sounds that she is learning and recognizing. And then we have added a little bit of extra handwriting for her just to get her confidence level up. But other than that, that's all I have for her for kindergarten. It's going well, and we're enjoying it. For my youngest one, Titus, who is 3, we're doing All Aboard the Animal Train. And so I said this last week, but for 3-year-olds, really, it's all about learning is fun. Lots of books, lots of talking about things together. This book is very important for his age, just talking about those virtues. The one we're going through right now is Kitten is Kind, so practicing being kind to each other. So that's been going well. We usually do school for him maybe once or twice a week. Very short, very simple, focus on learning is fun, and lots of book time. Okay, so that's a wrap up of what we're doing at home with my kiddos. Some updates that I have is just number 1, we have postponed swim lessons into the fall or to the spring. As we were moving into November and December, I was just like, I didn't want my kids walking outside being all cold and wet. They're doing well. It was just, we're going to postpone it to a little bit later. And also, it was just getting to be a little bit too much. And so sometimes you have to look at the big picture and kind of reevaluate your priorities and see what's working and what's not, and some things that can be changed. Okay, and the last thing I want to talk about is, it seems like a little minor change, but it's made a big impact in our homeschool, is we've kind of changed our start time for the day. So I used to be very strict and tough on myself that we had to have breakfast and do our morning routine and start school immediately and be done by lunch. And I'm chuckling now because it seems so funny, but now I've kind of relaxed a little bit. We slowly have our breakfast and then I let them play, and I kind of let them get that urge out that I want to play. Can we just finish? So I let them play first. I give them warnings. Okay, in 10 minutes we're going to go get ready. Then they know when it's time to stop. Then we go upstairs, we get dressed, we do our morning routine, hair, teeth, beds made, all that stuff, and then we start. And it's been so smooth, and it's such a small little change, but it's made such a big impact. And I'm trying my best to be more flexible, but I know I can continue to work on that trait. But that is it for today. Thank you so much for watching. I know as we're going into December, our school routine will be pretty much the same. We're gonna probably just take 2 weeks off, the week of Christmas and then a New Year's Eve, a week there. And then I have 2 videos I'm going to put on the back of this one with Christmas book recommendations, because I love books, you know that. And thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. I hope you have a great day. Bye.